Wait, you don't want to hear about my highlights in dog walking? I walked many dogs.
I believe you, you know.
Very special ones. What's the point of life? I think a good bagel.
7 years.
A good bagel really helps.
I noticed you have a tab at the bagel shop.
No, don't say that.
I won't say
the
that.
owner was screaming on me saying, yo, you best not be getting free coffees. Nobody gets free coffees, not even my girlfriend.
So how has the village changed?
Oh.
And all that, pre-Giuliani towards now?
Oh, man, he went there.
Yeah, I know.
How has the village changed? Dude, I'm mad. That's how it's changed.
Yeah, you're mad.
There's been an infestation of fucking cornballs.
All walking.
Mad infestation. Yo, when I grew up in the village, there was no cornballs.
Now give me the definition of a cornball.
Just a new jack who thinks he's he thinks he's on a reality show. You know, a lot of new jacks, they think they're they watch the stupid television programs like The Hills or American Idol, and they think they're like in that world, like in reality.
Yeah.
That's stupid. I hate Sex in the City because they open up the door in my neighborhood for fucking prissy bitches who think they're all that. And you know what? That reminds me, there's two looks I hate. One on dudes with fancy Nikes and shit. I hate when kids fucking talk to dudes, like fancy boys, tuck the tongues in behind the pants behind the tongues. That's such a toy look. When I was growing up, you had to have game to fucking have, you know, good sneakers. Now it's just the fucking posers look. And also with girls, with the huge lenses on the sunglasses, they're getting bigger and bigger. That look is so, yo, you look like a fucking fool. Girls,
what?
You get the dick in your mouth award. That look is so toy. And you know who fucking brought that look back? That bitch Lionel Richie's daughter. She blew that shit up. I hate rich, prissy, fucking spoiled, fucking self-entitled, bitch-ass bitches. I hate them.
Now you said.
Yo, stand over here. This is my new studio right here.
Now you were saying you actually get hit on quite a bit here in the village, though.
Yeah, but not the right type of hitters.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to get into that.
The pitch hitters, understandably so.
You know, shit is weird. You know, it's you know, less community in the village. Like you can't really run into people. Like you know. I do have a crew of dudes that sling CDs in front of Fat Beats, like
yeah.
Creature and Sensational and Marvelous. Like, that's one of the last spots I know where I could go and see my boys hanging and just kick it on the boulevard with the street traffic and just, you know, make comments to people walking by.
Badass.
Positive, though. Creature always says very positive things. I actually look up to him, and he's younger than me.
Oh, that's depressing.
No, it's impressive, not depressing.
I mean impressive. Speaking of, you know, on the corner, you mentioned a little bit ago that you spent 16 years dealing pot to the yuppies in this neighborhood. Talk about that.
I used to sell loose joints in front of Balducci's.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. And what kind of brought that career to an end?
Lucrative. I don't know. But I also used to be a gigolo. When I was in college, I was a gigolo for older women on a moderate income.
How did you go about obtaining that position?
Well, I used to be quite a swashbuckler when I was younger.
Oh yeah?
Quite dashing looking, quite provocative.
Jesus.
Well, actually, this is kind of embarrassing. I hope my mother doesn't see this, but growing up on 5th Avenue and 9th Street, I was like the only kid in my building my age. I grew up there. I moved in on 5th Avenue and 9th Street where my mom still lives when I was 14, and she kicked me out when I was 25 after 6 years of college. Anyway, in my building, it was all like older women who were hot, and they used to fucking invite me to their appointment. If I'd be in the elevator with them, they give me the look. I was very fortunate. I used to get a lot of older women. And now that I'm older, I can't get no older women because they look at me like I'm a fucking oversized teenager.
So you said you were like, what, 15 then? Did you hit it? Did you hit it back then?
I was banging like older women at 17. I started. Lawyers.
What was the oldest woman you've been with back when you were still a teenager?
Yeah. I got played by an older woman who was in her early 60s on the roof of the Hyatt on Sunset.
Jesus.
I was on the roof at the pool, outdoors, and she started kicking it to me, and I was like, yeah, all right. I took her down to my room,
yeah.
You know, did the nasty. So anyway, after I banged this old lady really good, She goes, all right, now what are you gonna do for me? I was like, what? She goes, give me something. I'm like, what? She goes, yo, give me something. You know, in essence, I don't remember the words, but then I go, what are you talking about? She goes, well, if you don't want me to, like, you know, make a report that you, like, you know.
What?
I was like, what? So I had a couple of cameras around the room, you know, dinky little ones. I said, hey, you want a camera? She goes, okay, that'll do. So I was like, yeah, you dirty old. Look at this fucking jerk off. Holy shit. I don't believe it.